So you outcompete all the other men by not needing her. And you don't need her by developing a rich inner world and a full life that you love living without women. Even if a guy is rich, if he is pursuing a woman and he's like desperate for her, he's a loser. Even if he won in the game of money and finance and status, he's still perceived as a loser. Dating women in 2025 is harder than ever. You're no longer just competing with the men in your city, you're competing with men all over the world. She has access to limitless options through social media, through Instagram, direct messages. She's exposed to so many men. The options that women have now is actually ridiculous. So if you don't understand the new paradigm and how to stand out from a sea of other men, you're not gonna make it. So this is a female nature video. I forgot to put on my female nature ears, but I do got the pink light in the back. So Instagram, dating apps, women have never had more options to choose from with men. She has guys from all around the world offering to fly her out to Dubai for like 10, 20 grand. They're getting these offers. So they're getting all this attention from men with more money, more status than you. And they have like unlimited options of men who are pursuing them, trying to impress these women. So the way to stand out from this sea of options is to do the opposite of that. Don't compete in this game of status and money, because you can't. It's a global game that you're not gonna win. So you need to understand the paradigm shift, and instead of trying to impress women and trying to win them over, you just sit back and let them try to impress you. It's a mindset shift. These other guys, if a man is sliding into her DMs and offering her to fly her out places, he is already at the disadvantage because he's trying to get her. So it's like she's the one who has the value and he's trying to get it from her by trying to impress her with material things and status. So the way to stand out is to not do that. I mean, initially, in order to get a woman on a date, you do have to do some level of pursuing. So if you're like using dating apps, you do have to message her and have some conversation, get her phone number, and arrange a date. But after the first date, well, first of all, on the first date, you should be just do everything opposite of what most guys do. Most guys try to win her over. They try to make the date amazing for her. They try. This is the key word. They try. So you shouldn't try. You should make as little of an effort as humanly possible. Women are gonna choose the men they like. So if they choose you, if they like you, if they give you some level of interest, all you have to do is not fumble it. And you fumble it by trying to win her over, trying to impress her, and by trying, in any sense of the word, by trying and by caring. So all you have to do is not try, not care. If the woman is willing to meet up with you, be yourself is actually good advice as long as who you are is an attractive person. So this is why you spend most of your time developing yourself as a man. You spend your time in solitude, developing yourself. Reading, writing, meditating, building your physique, building a business, having experiences in life that has nothing to do with women. And over time, you develop into an attractive man. And then all you have to do is not fuck it up by giving her too much care, showing too much interest. Be aloof, blasé, indifferent, and just be chill and relaxed. And don't try to pursue her. Instead of just do the opposite, like I said, of every other guy. Every other guy tries to make the first date so amazing. They take the woman to dinner and spend money. Don't do this. I always do a coffee date for the first date because it's a very minimal investment. When you're on the date, don't try too hard. Put in as little effort as possible. Make her do the effort. So this requires having confidence and being secure in yourself, knowing who you are, and being comfortable and confident with who you are. Confidence comes from competence. And the main things that give men confidence, it's not money. Guys think, oh, let me get rich and then I'll finally have confidence with women. It's not money. Building a business is great. Do it for yourself. But making more money doesn't necessarily make you more confident with women. I used to make a lot more money than I do now, and I'm also a lot more confident with women than I was before. Confidence comes from what I found personally from two things: your physique and lifting weights in the gym and building a body that you're proud of and feeling good in your body, feeling strong. This gives you so much confidence. When you look in the mirror and you're like, God damn, I'm sexy as fuck. This gives you confidence. And then combat sports. When you go to like kickboxing class or boxing or jiu-jitsu and you're fighting other men in a controlled environment, you're fighting, you're punching and kicking, they're punching and kicking you, and you develop your skills over time in this area. This gives you supreme confidence. Not only do you have confidence with like just walking around the street, you like with other men, you're kind of hoping someone, like I wish someone would try to start something with me so I can like use these combat skills I've developed. But just knowing you can defend yourself, knowing that you have this power and skill and ability physically, this gives you so much confidence overall. And women always say they're attracted to confidence. This is the one thing where they're not bullshitting on. They'll tell you so much other stuff that is completely irrelevant. Like, oh, he needs to make six figures, have a six pack and be 6 feet tall. And, you know, like, oh, treat me well, love me, do everything for me. All of this is bullshit. But when they tell you, I love a man with confidence, this is the one thing where they're actually correct. And it's all about confidence, really, guys. If you can just enhance your confidence, you do this from lifting weights consistently, you do this from combat sports, and just being proud of who you are, doing daily discipline habits that make you proud of yourself, refraining from vices, this gives you confidence. And when you have this confidence, you can just sit there on a date and not be trying to impress the woman. You can just be relaxed, and there's a space. If you're not trying to do anything, she's going to be the one who's trying to do something. She's going to be the one trying to make the date go well and try to impress you. So don't talk about yourself. Don't talk about accomplishments ever with a woman. There's no point in which this is something you should do. This goes back to my core philosophy, which is that you should become like a warrior, and women are like a delight, an enjoyment, a small treat at the end of a hard day. This is how you should treat women. You don't treat women as a serious thing. Reject this concept of monogamy and love and sharing your life with a woman and building some kind of deep bond and connection and falling in love with a woman and finding your soulmate. All this whole romantic illusion is going to hold you back in life. You will not get the results in life that you want as long as you're trapped in this weak, soft, feminine lens of how you view the world. And I don't blame you, because society and all media, every movie, every song, lyrics, it's all about love and falling in love with a woman and feelings for women. And romantic love has become this pedestalized thing in your life. You think it's like the holy grail of life. It's really not. The holy grail of life is your purpose, developing yourself as a man through struggling in solitude, facing hardship and challenge and overcoming those challenges and becoming better and better over time, building your confidence, building your physique, building your skills, mastering yourself, mastering your craft. This is the point of life. It's not to chase women and love and just needing love, needing women, yearning for a woman's touch. This is like a little boy mentality. This is like you're a little boy yearning for mommy's love. Get rid of this notion in your head, and you do this practically by raising your testosterone. If you are like yearning and longing for love and intimacy and romance, this is such a weak mindset and it indicates low testosterone. So do hard, manly things and you'll be all right. So you outcompete all the other men by not needing her. And you don't need her by developing a rich inner world and a full life that you love living without women. So if you are like addicted to sex and women and you need a woman's love and support and touch, you need to take a break from women, take a break from dating, and just work on establishing yourself as a man and establishing your life without women, and become content and happy and fulfilled without women. And once you're there, then you can start dating women, and then you can take on this superior role that most men don't do. They're always the ones chasing, they're always the ones trying to get the woman. You need to flip the script. She should be trying to pursue you. The man that women want are the ones who text her the least, who want to see her the least. Out of all of her options, it's the one who cares the least. That's the one she wants. And the guys who are texting her constantly trying to see her, those are the guys that she just completely disqualifies, and she strings them along because she likes the attention. But she doesn't want those guys. She has no desire for the men who are pursuing her and trying to see her. They appear needy and desperate. So it's not about your looks. It's not about your money and your status. It's all about your perceived sexual value. And she will perceive your value as higher the less you see her, the less you text her, the less attention you give her. And this is for women who are already in your life. You went on a date, it went well. The woman has interest in you. All you have to do is not fuck it up by seeing her too much, texting her too much, and showing too much interest. And you need to show pre-selection in your behavior. She needs to know that you're dating other women. Like, it should just be obvious. You shouldn't have to say, oh, I'm dating so many other women. It should just be obvious through how limited your time is that you're seeing other women. Women want the man that other women want. And the guys shoot themselves in the foot. They do the complete opposite of this. They're constantly harassing her through text messages, trying to develop some kind of relationship with her, trying to see her, and trying to make it seem like, oh, you're the only girl. I don't want any other girl, just you. This is the complete opposite of what makes a woman desire you. But this is like the mainstream blue pill like version of reality that I hope I'm convincing you is completely wrong and counterproductive. So dating in 2025, it's not about looks, money, status. It's not about making an effort. You don't compete by trying harder. You compete by caring less. The less you care, the better, because this signals your superiority. Women want a superior man, not the average loser. And even if a guy is rich, if he is pursuing a woman and he's like desperate for her, he's a loser. Even if he won in the game of money and finance and status, he's still perceived as a loser and has low sexual market value if he's the one pursuing women. The woman needs to be the one pursuing you, trying to get your time and attention, trying to earn you. And most of you guys aren't there yet. Most of you guys are not worthy of a woman to pursue you. So you should be spending all your time developing yourself. And then if you do get some options with women, if you watch these videos, you will know how to handle it and you won't fuck it up. Because no matter how much of a low status man you think you are, there will be women out there who just for some reason they like you. And by educating yourself on these topics on female nature, you won't fuck it up when an opportunity presents itself. But you shouldn't go out looking for an opportunity. Focus on yourself, focus on developing yourself. The more you develop, the more opportunities will present themselves. And the more you educate yourself on female nature, the better chance you will have of not messing it up. So if you want to master women and female nature, check out my program, The Brutal Truth of Female Nature, where I teach men to win at the game of love by not playing it, by being above it. It's all about rising above the other men in the world, which is very easy these days, and being superior to all women and to all men, at least in your own head. I'm not saying I'm not talking about you're objectively superior. You just have to think you are. You have to know deep down that you have a higher value than any human on the planet. You should see yourself as a god among men. If you can internalize this frame, this psychological frame of superiority, and this doesn't mean you act like a douche. If you actually believe you are a god, you don't treat people poorly. You treat people well, and you're playful and you're chill and relaxed. And it's just like an amused mastery. This is a good word, amused mastery. Anytime you're speaking to a woman, she is like a child compared to you, and you're like this superior authority figure. This is the frame, this is the dynamic. And she's trying to impress you like, oh, look what I know, look what I can do. Like, she's the one trying to do things to impress you, and you're just sat back, chill, relaxed, content with who you are, and just not caring about any social interaction, being above it all. This is the mindset. Just being above everything. And the way you become this man who's above everything and who's superior is by having a rich inner world, and by having things that you do in solitude that is far more fulfilling than anything in the external world. It's hard to care about women and people and society when you have far more fulfilling things, usually intellectually. This is why I recommend reading philosophy. And the best philosopher to read for us men who want to be great in the world and who want to rise above and be superior is Friedrich Nietzsche. I have some of his books. This is a great book, The Antichrist. This is one of his last books he wrote. I have Beyond Good and Evil, The Gay Science. I think my favorite is The Gay Science. So read philosophy, develop a rich inner world, and that helps with you not caring about other things. Care about yourself and developing yourself. Like the video, leave a comment, subscribe to this channel for more female nature videos, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.